The Spin Doctors, they're ready. So buckle up with Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse on ESPN. Time to bring the curtain down on week 2. This is Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse on ESPN. Today from USA Lacrosse headquarters, we have two teams chomping at the bit to get after it. Team Amanda Johansen looking to close the schedule with a win, straight up against Team Taylor Moreno. Letting us listen in, taking us into the game. Taylor Moreno joining us now. Taylor, please describe just how many emotional roller coasters you went through in that shootout yesterday.
Oh man, that was tough. That is definitely not something I'm used to, experiencing besides playing soccer in high school when you have PKs. But it was honestly a great experience because I know that's never been something that's, happened in AU thus far. So it was fun to be a part of, even though it wasn't the outcome we wanted.
Thanks for sharing those thoughts, Taylor. We'll check in with you from time to time. At the other end of the field, Brittany Read guards the goal for Team Johansen. Courtney, yesterday was not a good day for Britt. You see the totals at the bottom of the screen. And as a result, she made sure to show up to work early today for a little extra session.
She was actually leaving the field when I arrived early, and not surprised. That was a very uncharacteristic game for her, and she wants to make sure to be on her A game again because they are in search of their very first win, and she wants to finish on a strong note because she is one of the top goalkeepers here.
No doubt. We'll get more into that as the game progresses. Britt spent some time with me this morning sharing her thoughts on the outcome of yesterday and what shook out, what went down for her side. Left wing flank. Nicole Levy for Johansen. Amanda's not afraid to take the 2. There it is. Stopped by Moreno. She volleyed that rebound to McCone, and away comes her side dressed in gold. Trenchard moving it well, moving it quickly. Here's Molly Little, fast break. Little fakes, skip it on through. That was a tough pass. Good read by Wakefield to get in the passing lane. Traded off there to Little. Carr has McMahon slithering between defenders. Izzy going to goal. Beautiful moves. A better save by Moreno.
I love to watch Izzy McMahon, number 2 in orange. Offensively, she can change directions on a dime. Just seems to move back and forth, shifting so easily. Stepping out all over her hands. And we see everyone stepping a little bit out farther. I think the more that you get a team to relax offensively, then that way you can challenge them a little bit more on the defensive side.
Confidence builder there for Reachman to stop on Fortunato. Block going the other way. That's easy for Moreno. She answers the defender's volley. Moreno gets 6 points for the goalie save. She has 3 on the afternoon. Throws a 70-yard missile down the field and airmails Fortunato.
You like risk, right? You like for your team to take risks on the field. However, when you create a turnover, you get 12 points, but when you're the one turning it over, it's -8 for your individual tally.
And your team is 1 point down for the quarter points. Geiger whistles one right on. Moreno the save from Tracy. Whirling in there defensively. I thought yesterday all day long, Little was fantastic, although she gets run by there, and it's an easy stop for Moreno, who's making a little bit past the 2-minute mark in quarter 2. Scotty Rose Growney over the top. Stevens lets it go, and there's a save for Reed at her ankles.
Do it.
All righty, Grace, this chair chat's giving you more than enough of a breather. Get back out there.
Thank you, guys.
Your teammates need you. Moreno makes the stop on Johansen, keeping this a 4-3 advantage for the team in the orange jerseys. Moreno's lengthy feed. Taylor, what's your thought process one-on-one when it's McMahon right there, point blank? How do you try and shape up and make that save?
Obviously, it's just trying to cut off a little bit of space, cut the angle down. At the end of the day, she plays so well. But it's just about finding the ball and really trying to locate it, coming out of those sticks and trying to cut off as much angle as possible.
Taylor, we've seen quite a few cards already here. How do you think the less amount of players is going to affect each of these teams on the field?
It's definitely going to be a little bit of a killer, especially with them losing a midfielder. It's going to put a little bit more stress on their middies on the field right now. Us on the goal then, we definitely need to clean it up offensively. We need to stop giving them opportunities, but at the end of the day, we're just still trying to work through everything.
The how-to for Grace Griffin and Athletes Unlimited. McMahon on the go with that powerful split dodge. She fires, and that's snared by Moreno. The turnover, Johansen picks up Sammy Jo Tracy. Shot clock's off, 2-on-2. Levy right on in, and a dynamic save by Moreno. Taylor Moreno with her 8th stop in the first half alone.
I almost want to say she was baiting Levy to shoot low. She was standing tall as we watched this right here, and then she just dropped. Not conventional. Ideally, you want to explode to the ball, but she did what she had to in order to come up with the save, and that's all that's necessary.
Center! Oh, way to get a piece of that, Kelly. Kelly, great job. Like, the crashes were great. You guys held your sticks up, and they were the ones making the mistakes. Ow. That hurt. Yeah, that one just got me around.
I kind of wanted you to just dangle on them and be like.
Well, I knew I could beat Charlotte. I wasn't gonna beat Sam. If Joe was in my ear right now, then we'd have a problem.
Johansen, 2-player game with Gilbert. Shot clock violation right here. Good defensive stand by Team Moreno.
Tremendous job on the defensive end. They were moving, shifting, collecting.
For Johansen, keep it hot to Warden. Drifting back behind the goal. Levy's alone with room. She fires. That may have been deflected by Moreno as that laser beam was headed for the top corner.
Defensive unit. It's where we're seeing a little bit of lower scoring games than what we're used to.
That was at the tail end of the shot clock there. McCone threw a prayer to Britt Read. Read made the save. We began the day showing you video of Britt Read on the field at 10:30 in the morning with her wife, Christy Foote, with another facilitator, Nicole Flores. Read was going through her paces. How have you judged her performance so far today?
A total switch. When you are able to step up and play the way that you know how you can play and kind of let go of the past, that's, I think, the best part about being an athlete. You have another day to compete.
Is there spying on her? Scotty Rose Growney will flip. Girardi thinks about 2. Read vacuums that one up. Britt Read gets 6 points for the goalie save. Amber McKenzie, who is the co-chair of the Player Executive Committee with Mira Shane. Athletes are the leaders and decision makers in Athletes Unlimited.
As you watch Britt Read, a nice step to the ball.
Opens up for McMahon. 8 seconds to shoot. McCone guarding the swift attacker. McMahon fires, and that is answered by Moreno. Yet another stop for her 11th on the day. Draw circle. Girardi finally pulls one down for Team Moreno. They were being bullied in that regard, in that stat category. Rose Growney fires, kick-out save for Britt Read right off her right shin. Britt Read's in for a chair chat. Britt, we saw you at the stadium very, very early today going through a little extra workout. Were you pleased with the way it turned out?
Yeah, for sure. I'm so happy I put in the extra work. I always think that pays off, but the defense, the whole team stepped up today, and I honestly didn't see many shots because they're playing unreal, and you can never complain about that.
Britt, what was the biggest turning point for you guys in the game today where all of a sudden you were able to extend the lead?
Yeah, I think we started off strong. Got ourselves in a hole, and then gradually took the lead.
Britt, you brought up a name to me earlier, Ginny Cappuccioni. Explain what she meant to you and to other Athletes Unlimited lacrosse goalies.
Yeah, Coach Cap coached 3 of us here, and you know what? She's the biggest role model in our life. We all look up to her. We all look for her advice, and she texts us all the time, and we all love that. And, you know, we couldn't have had a better coach to look up to.
So, Britt, as you look, you've obviously passed the reins to Molly Wolf. In order for you guys to still walk away with the win today, what are some keys that you guys are going to need to stick with defensively?
I think we just need to keep playing strong, and you know what? They're down. They're going to keep shooting, and we need to be ready for that. And Molly Wolf is a great goalie with an amazing background, and she'll do her job.
Jill Girardi has just struck with 6:54 left to go. Let's check out the replay and see if Girardi's behind that 8-meter key when she lets it fly. Awfully close again. Beating Wolf to the far side. If it's a 2, it makes the score 9-6. Britt, you may be back in there before too long.
We'll see. I trust in Molly, and I believe in her.
9-6 for the moment, but they're going to check as to whether or not this is a 1 or 2. Lynn Bowers is taking a peek on the tablet. We talked about your fellow goalies a bit, Britt Read. When you watch Taylor Moreno play, what do you admire about her goaltending style?
I love the way Taylor plays. I think me and her styles couldn't be more different, but I totally admire her style because it's so different to mine, and I respect that she could play that way. She plays everything on angle and just total reactionary, and she's playing lights out right now.
Britt, when you said different styles, you obviously like to have a high arc. And can you talk about that for maybe the goalie fan out there who doesn't understand between a high arc or a low arc?
Yeah, so for inside shots, I like to step out onto the top of my crease to decrease the angle, make it more of a high save than a low save.
Britt, it's 9-6 now. That was a 2 from Girardi. As you watch things play out from the chair, I know you're just sitting back there, you're relaxing. Or is your pulse picking up?
No.
Are the nerves picking up?
No, not at all.
No?
Like I said, it's just a sport, and you just got to trust in the team, and we've been on a roll, and 1, 2 goals, 3 goals isn't going to change it. They'll come back.
Britt Read, thanks very much. We always appreciate your thoughts. Best of luck the remainder of the game and next week.
Thank you.
Pick on my friend Sammy Joe, but you want to take on the attacker, and that's just being smart offensively.
Fortunato's shot was stopped there by Molly Wolf. Sammy Joe was actually shutting off McCone. Fortunato off the sweep, playing the two-person game around that screen for McCone. Kick saved by Wolf. Rebound Fortunato again. New shot clock. Van Thoff walking the dog a bit. McCone into the alley. No shooting lane there. Nice read by Molly Wolf to pick off the pass. With Trenchard. Shot clock's at 5. Johansen for 2. Through the screen. Moreno made that save. Shot clock's turned off. Pelton working ahead with 6 seconds to go. Amanda Johansen's team gets off the schneid. They'll get the victory today. This one's in the books by the final count of 11-6.